In today's episode of the Teacher Biz podcast, we're going to be talking about a different type of digital product that we haven't talked about much yet on the show. This type of product boosts your credibility. It brings your customer a transformation that they're looking for. It comes with a higher price tag that you could sell this type of product for, and it's really not as hard to create as you probably think. We're talking about digital courses. And if you are a teacher or someone in the education world, I really think a digital course is going to be right up your alley. This is the perfect type of product for you to be creating as a teacher. And in today's episode, we're going to dive into all the details. Let's go. Okay, so if you feel a little intimidated by the idea of creating a digital course, I want you to know that you are not alone, and I remember that feeling. I felt that exact same way before I created my first digital course. I had all these butterflies, I had all this self-doubt, and it's a totally normal thing. But I want to remind you that the way to crush all those feelings that are holding you back is just to move forward and do the thing. Because after you create your digital course, you're no longer going to be afraid to create a digital course. You're probably going to want to create another one or renovate the one that you've just created. It's a normal thing. But you can't get through those feelings of doubting yourself and your abilities until you just put it out there. So, as scary as that might feel, I want you to try to push through it and to create this thing that really may make a huge difference in your business. So, what is a digital course anyway? These have really grown in popularity, especially since the great unpleasantness of 2020. But digital courses are just a course online where you can learn how to do a new thing, a new skill. You can learn to cook, or you can learn how to put your baby to sleep. You can learn a business skill. I take digital courses to learn business skills all of the time. And you may have taken one from me as well. I have a few. But there are just so many digital courses on such a huge variety of topics. Really, it could be anything. Now, there are some course platform type things like Coursera, where you could log in there and learn a new skill, kind of like taking a college class. But there are also so many private businesses where the business owner or someone working for the business creates a digital course themselves and sells it themselves. And these types of courses tend to be much higher quality and really a better experience for everyone. Plus, that business owner is making a higher profit from it. So, when you think about creating a digital course, just like all of the other products that we create, you're not putting them up on any third-party platform. We are creating them ourselves and selling them ourselves on our own website, on our own sales page. And in that way, we have so much more control of the process, and more of the proceeds go into our actual pocket, which is what we're looking for here. So when you think about creating a digital course, this could be something education related. It could use a skill that you have as a teacher. It could be something that you're really great at in the classroom. I know a teacher who has a course on writing. She's really well known for her writing centers and writing teaching. And so she has created a course on writing that she sells, and she teaches other teachers how to teach writing better. That could be something that you do. But it could also be a passion of yours, a hobby or interest outside of the classroom that you want to teach in a digital course. And here's the thing. You are a teacher. You know how to teach things. And so teaching anything in a digital course format is going to be easier for you because of your teaching experience. There are more people than we could ever count on the internet, business owners, aspiring business owners, who are self-proclaimed experts and teaching things in digital courses without any knowledge on how to teach things. And really, some of these courses are not as bad as you would think that they would be. They are still pretty decent because the person is passionate about their topic and really knows the material that they're teaching. And then it's just trying their best to figure out how to teach things. But I think for you as a teacher, you already have a leg up. you already know how to teach. You know how to scaffold information. You know how to start with the starting steps that should come first and build upon it as your customer, as your student gains experience. And you know how to assign activities that will build upon the skills that you've taught them in a digital class. I just think you're going to do so well in teaching in this way. But here's where the butterflies come in. You might be really nervous about teaching in a video format with your face on a camera and talking to someone. And if you're feeling that way, I want you to know that I really get that. There was such a long time in my business where I was afraid to do video. I had this limiting belief that I am bad at video, and that was all. To me, I can't do video. I can write you a blog post, I could write you an email, I could write information to you, but I don't like my voice, so I'm not going to tell you it. And I don't like to be on camera. I'm not good at video, so I just can't do that. And because I believed those things, I didn't really want to create a digital course because I didn't think I could do it because I couldn't do video. So there are actually a bunch of different types of video courses that you could create, though. You could do a video course where it is your face to a camera and you're reading a teleprompter or a script or something like that. That I really think is more difficult. I tried to do something like that with my very first digital course, which is called Kindergarten Ready Roadmap. That course taught a parent everything that their child needed to know going into kindergarten. To tell you the truth, it's a little bit overwhelming of a course. It's a little bit too much information, but it was my first course. It's done well for me. It's out there. If I could go back and do it over again, I would probably do a few things differently, but it is what it is, and it's something I'm proud to sell. In that course, I had my script on my side. I'm trying to read the script. I have the slides on the computer. I'm trying to do too many different things at once, and I'm trying to keep eye contact with my camera as I'm reading the script. And oh my gosh, it was so difficult to do all of those things. After I created that course, I realized that if I'm going to use slides for my course, I could just record the slides with me voicing over the slides and explaining them, but I don't necessarily need my face in the corner of the slide as I'm teaching. And when I learned that, it made such a difference because I could actually read my notes without worrying about making eye contact with my camera. And those mini courses that I created, which were just slides, really were so much easier to create. Now, if you do want a course where you are face to camera and actually making eye contact with your student while you're teaching them, I actually recommend doing that without a script, without too many detailed notes in front of you, and just talking from your heart, kind of like I'm doing right now in this podcast episode. On the Teacher Biz side of my business, I have a mini course called Teacher Biz Basics, and I'm going to tell you a behind the scenes secret of that mini course, which if you don't have it, you should probably get it. It's a $37 mini course that will make a big difference in your business at Teacher Biz Basics. But you'll notice inside that course, if you have it, around lesson 3, I realized I don't really need notes to talk about this. I'm telling people something that I know in my bones. I know this content. I don't need notes to talk about it. And if I talk about it without notes, oh man, does the video quality, does the personality come across better? The whole thing is so much better and fluid and just making more sense and higher quality without the notes. So I stopped writing notes for myself. I didn't look at my notes anymore. I just talked from my heart for the rest of that mini course. And it is so much better once I made that switch. I also have a digital course on the Teacher Biz side of my business called Teacher Biz Tech. And that course is all digital tutorials where I'm sharing my screen. So my face really isn't on camera much in that course. My screen is, and I'm clicking around and I'm showing you click by click how to set up all the technology in your business, because that's one of the things that holds people back inside of their businesses. So Teacher Biz Tech is another way that I'm just talking through things that I know, don't have many notes except for the tutorials that I wanted to create, And then I'm just doing the things that I used to doing in my business and sharing my screen along the way. In all of those courses of mine that I've just told you about, I think it's clear that I'm making them in my living room. I mean, not necessarily that, but these are not highly produced with a video crew at a set or a stage or anything like that. Some people, some much more established businesses with a higher revenue that have the money coming in to hire out some of those things, do that in creating their courses. Sometimes it's nice. Mostly, I think it's unnecessary, to be perfectly honest with you. I think the same people with their brilliant content could share their screen or talk to you on a Zoom and create a video at home, and probably it would be just as good. But if it makes them feel more professional to have a video crew, then, I'm all for that, and go them, and it's great. However, do not ever feel that you need that in order to create a digital course. Don't let anything hold you back from creating a course. I was coming up with those excuses when I was creating my first course. I can't do video because there's windows behind my computer and I'd have to move my whole desk around. I was trying to make that excuse, and then I found this backdrop that I could put up, and I literally bought that backdrop, which I've used most days that I'm on camera for anything. I bought it to create my first digital course so that I could make those videos better. So this is a lot of information about digital courses. As you can tell, I came in with minimal notes and I'm just talking to you from the heart with my experience. But here's what I want to tell you about you and your digital course. Somewhere there is someone who needs the information that's inside your head right now, and a course is the perfect way for you to teach it to them. And there are so many different digital courses about so many different topics that I am sure there are people out there looking for the information that you know already. So if you're not quite sure about what you're especially good at, I love the idea of asking the people around you, asking your friends and your family, like, what is my thing that I'm so great at that I could teach somebody about? And I bet you that they know. I have some more information on digital courses coming your way so soon, and I'm so excited to see what you create. Until next time, I'm cheering for you.